Hello everyone, welcome back to another progress video. Hope you're all doing well. Happy holidays, and let's get into the commentary of what we did today, or this week rather. Let's see. First of all, we are gonna go over a bunch of the levels that I've gained over this week. This may or may not include some other levels that I've made throughout the week, but we are starting with 79 and 80 mining. Got quite some AFK time during my work days or my work hours to just kind of hammer along these mother lode mines and try to get some levels in. We'll definitely keep those ores to do some smithing with it later for Giant's Foundry, as well as the blast furnace. But other than that, we are also taking breaks in between those to get a hunter level 78 here, as well as gaining an agility level. I tend to do these whenever I have stuff to alch, so I'm training magic and agility at the same time. But 78 here as well, so 2 78s, what a coincidence. And we also go into 71 rune crafting. Only 6 more levels until we can start farming those bloods alongside our mining when we AFK, along with 93 cooking. We also get some quests completed throughout this week. I think I do the In Search of Knowledge. I think that's a mini quest, and because it's a mini quest, it doesn't show me that pop-up, but it does give me the XP reward lamps for rune crafting, of course, and it introduced me to the 4th dungeon, or whatever that's called, where you can kill a bunch of spiders and get a lot of money from them. Alongside that, I also finished the Hard Mortani Diary. This one's a really big one for me, not because I only get an additional boost to the Slayer XP whenever I kill monsters in the Slayer dungeon. It also gives me the Bone Crusher, which I can add on to the Bone Crusher necklace. So whenever I'm doing tasks such as Dagonos or anything that drops a lot of bones at once, I can use that to get my prayer back, and that'll get my quality of life during Slayer pretty easily, or much better. Additionally with that, we also finish Scorpion Catcher for another quest point here and there. Always trying to squeeze these in whenever I can. Along with that, we also get 94 defense from Vorkath. We are steadily grinding on those, and as well as our Slayer task count being up to 253. And outside of leveling, we are on our 50th kill count for Bandos. No unique drops yet, unfortunately. And we also do some Calphite Queens for our tasks, utilizing that Karish Partisan that we got from TOA. And just a friendly reminder, if you haven't done your Tears of Gothics this week yet, go ahead and do so now. This is a friendly reminder, and if you don't have the quest for this done, please make sure to do so. It's really good XP and it's really free, and highly recommend you do it. See here, I just got easy 12k XP from my rune crafting. It benefits a lot and adds up over time. Another thing that I do is I spent a lot of points unlocking a lot of these unlocks, and particularly I go for unlocking a lot of the perks for the mythical dragons, because eventually I want to go farm for them. And speaking of dragons, this week is when I opt in to buy the Dragon Hunter Lance for myself, because I've been borrowing my friends for a really long time now, but because the price has dropped to almost down to 40 mil, I believe it's really worth it for me to get that, or finally have one as my own and keep it and not have it as a lent item. So I decided to sell a bunch of things and liquidate my bank pretty much, sell all of my drops, loot, supplies, herb gear, or herb supplies, and buy myself a Dragon Hunter Lance for 42 mil right here. And this will be one of my biggest investments yet, and the most useful, because I do a bunch of Slayer tasks that involve using this Dragon Hunter Lance, starting with the worms in the Mount Carlucum something dungeon, where I get another harpoon drop. I believe this is my 2nd dragon harpoon drop, if not the 3rd, so pretty good drop here. I also use it on a Mithril Dragon task that I eventually get, and finish that up for 250 tasks total. and that's another use. I also use it on the blue dragons here. I get blue dragon tasks from Konar a couple times, so pretty useful here as well. And of course the black dragons, as well as using it on the king black dragon, which for the first time I got as a task, so it was pretty fun doing this one. I show myself getting my first kill count here, and starting or ending rather with roughly around 50-51 kills. I do end up getting the head for it, but nothing unique, but it was good experience overall, and I got some pretty good money for it. And along with that, again, more dragon tasks, iron dragons, bronze dragons, and of course I will be using it in Vorkath, which I get my 244th kill count on, so that's always fun. So again, very good investment on the lance so far. Along with the many PvM activities I did this week outside of Slayer, including that Cal fight and the Vorkath and everything else, including TOA, I decided to go for Zoro attempts again. I wasn't successful at first, and I really decided to hold down on it and really learn the mechanics. And in order to help me with this, I did purchase myself a Ring of Suffering and imbued it for double the bonus defense stats. And I did a couple of kill counts actually live on twitch.tv, and I guess I got more comfortable with the mechanics. And funnily enough, on my 5th kill count, I did end up getting a Tanzanite Fang on stream. As you can see my reaction there, I was very surprised to get it, as it was only my 5th kill. So the morale of this, at least my morale, was very up there, as you can see. And yeah, it was a quite good experience. I went to Corrupted Gauntlet after to do that a little bit, and so this week was pretty productive. Did a bunch of TOA raids. My loots were it was fluctuating between like 300 to 500k, but it could also be down to somewhere like 60k, 70k, 90k, something like that. And I did die a bunch of times too, especially when I was doing solo, or actually only when I was doing solo, because I just could not get the hits down towards the end, and all that splashing while taking damage just did not help. So definitely ups and downs for TOA here, but recently I was doing a duo, and I did get myself a purple drop, which was really fun, at 22 kill count actually, so I was pretty lucky to get it. And at the time I was really hoping for something really big, because I was pretty broke at this time. As you can see, I'm still using a, I believe it's called a Zami Hosta, I believe that's what it's called, or it's the upgraded, it's the Zamorakian Hosta, which goes for around like 7 to 9 mil, so I was using that as my stab weapon. Definitely could be useful if I got the Fang or whatnot, but at this point it was my first purple. I wasn't really getting anything, so I was pretty happy to get anything at this point. Even the light bear ring, even if that was like 10, 15, 20 mil at the time. And yeah, we ended up getting the Missouri mask, which I ended up selling for a 30 mil split between me and my duo. And so that was still better than nothing. It was definitely kind of like a really good morale boost. So this, along with the Fang and just steady gains, really made me enjoy this week's grind. So outside of that, we pretty much keep doing the same thing. Again, going for that 77 rune crafting, eventually getting more purples down the road for Tombs of Masket runs. Keep grinding Vorkath on the side for that steady cash, as it is good money. And this was actually in a span of 2 weeks, not one, because I am consolidating this month of October into 2 videos only, rather than 4 individual ones going week by week. So yeah, next week it'll be the 3rd and 4th week of October, and eventually I'll be going on break. But this is the progress that I've made so far, and we made a lot of gains, to say the least. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this week's progress video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you all, and see you next time. Bye bye.